So in terms of the Orlando game, what do you think is like our biggest key for that game? What is the thing that we can't do wrong in that game?
I think we got to find somebody to stop Chris Mueller. Really. I mean, you think of Orlando, you think of Nani, but it's really Chris Mueller who has been our problem this year. He's been wide open on several things and created some spaces. We got to find somebody to stop him and shut him down, and then focus more. I mean, Oscar Pereira is a really good coach, and he's going to come ready and be prepared to play. So it's not the Orlando teams we've seen in the past seasons, and they're gonna come out and bring it to us, and we have to figure out a way to stop their attack and break down their defense. And I think we can. I think we're different than we were. Like I said, and MLS is back. I think we're a much more evolved team now. But Chris Mueller, I feel like, is our Achilles heel right now.
Yeah, I think, like you alluded to with stopping Chris Mueller, that was something that really killed us in all of the past games that we've played this year against them, because traditionally, at least for 2020, our left side has really always been the weakest part of the game. Not so much.
Big letdown.
Yeah, in the last month or two, because we've sort of figured things out, and Matrita has been shipped away, which we can probably touch on a little bit later. But Matrita, one gripe that we always had with him was that he didn't really play back often, like where you would see that synergy between a winger and a fullback, where they are kind of covering each other. Matrita always sort of didn't do that for Matarrita, and then to expect Mats to handle all of that defensive work by himself is never a recipe for success. But somehow we've found a way to strengthen it. So I hope that would allow us to kind of dampen Mueller's effect on the game, instead of just letting him tear us up like he has in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that was Ronnie's problem with Matrita as well, is he didn't track back. He didn't play defense.
Yep.
That's why he didn't start those games, and that's why you see someone who I feel like the fans of, like, and I've been critical of it too, but has much maligned Jesus Medina. But he's a guy who tracks back and plays defense, and gets in there and hustles, and that's what Ronnie likes, and that's why Ronnie likes Gary Mackay-Steven as well on the wing. Is he's a guy who tracks back and plays some defense and hustles, and Matriza never did that. So yeah, I do think I think you're right. I think it's going to actually really help us out with Chris Mueller as far as that goes. Because Matarrita does want to get forward. He's a guy who wants to get forward naturally and play in the offense, and expect him to have that much of a defensive burden on him is a lot. You're right.
Yeah, and I think one of thinking about it now, one of the things that helped strengthen our left side is having somebody like Thor, who, I mean, we can really put in 65th, 70th minute on and really not have a loss of class on the field at all. You can even push Mats up, and some may argue that Thor is a little bit better on defense than Matarrita, and we've seen both of them be able to handle the attacking role really completely fine when they're playing decent on the night. So to have that sub, once some legs get tired, you would hope still that you can really keep him locked down all game. So we're interested to see the matchup of Mueller and whoever he has to deal with throughout that 90 minutes.
I personally think both Thor, which I think we should clarify, because not everyone knows we have different random nicknames for everybody. That's Thor Arson.
Yeah.
And so I think both Thor
Goody, I think most people call him Goody. Yeah, we call him Thor.
They both have shaky moments defensively. I think they both need to. They're both, they'd rather attack than defend, really. But I think we really get the same from both of them. That's probably why we went and got him.
Yeah.
In Thor, is because Mats having some injury problems in the past. Obviously, you want somebody who's going to be able to just be plugged right in.